welcome back to another Minecraft live stream. I know I had to reschedule this multiple times, but I couldn't really do much about it last night because I was feeling way too tired. And, before you knew it, I was, I was just chose to go to sleep because honestly I need my sleep. I act too stupid if I'm extremely tired and I don't want to act stupid. It's just not a good idea. But yeah, I'm just here to explore some cave systems today. This live stream will be incredibly short because I have another live stream that I had to reschedule. And then, yeah, I don't know what else to really say about that. But everything else should be fine from here on out. Everything else should be fine. At least I'm hoping so because I don't like rescheduling things unless I really have to. But then again, when it comes to having chest pain, you kind of have to deal with that before anything else, since that's kind of a health problem to an extent. Okay, so we have an axolotl down here. So yeah, this is the world I use for quite a few of the live streams, but honestly, I'm not looking at anything new, so I don't need to worry too much there. I haven't been down here, so I'm just worrying about getting materials for future builds. My inventory is probably gonna get full of stuff. Well, to an extent. At any rate. Okay, so I'll need to block that off. So I'm gonna build from the left. Nope, I don't want to build downward. Okay, so that blocks off one end. There we go. That way it's not much of a nuisance down here. And obviously I'll be digging my way out if I have to. Okay, time for me to find the source. Okay, so somewhere would be even out here. I would like to reckon. There we go. Right of that. Bit of water. Just gonna go get the place. If I run out of torches, I'll go back up and get some material for that. But I'll have to dig my way out, depending where I'm at. However, as long as I manage my torches just fine, I should be okay. Do it when gravel gets in the way. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Gravel. So gravel got out. So, and since I mine that, I'm gonna be mining this spot over here. I'm just collecting whatever I need. Honestly, I'm gonna just place a gravel there because I don't need gravel. Gravel's not gonna help me in any situation. Not down here. At any rate. Okay. So there wasn't really much to look at down there. There's also a couple dark paths here. Why the fuck is that? Shit, fucking house. It's even up there. I'm gonna investigate this because I need to see a few things down here. Okay, so okay, I just guessed now, and that was a lucky placement. Okay, so this just loops around to an extent. It's gonna be an extremely crazy trip of mine. And I'm just gonna get whatever I can and just stay there. Right, stuff is done over with. Technically. Since I don't really need much for material. However, I do need loads of gold and redstone and quite a bit of iron. Which will be the main thing, but you know, I'm just getting more coal so I don't run out of that. That and I have like loads of experience points. Okay, this loop's back down here? What the fuck? Okay. Hey, that's kind of interesting. Didn't expect this. Down here. Okay. Alright. Time for me to kind of see what's down here. Okay, so we've got a bit of water down here. So how about I just... Okay, so that didn't succeed. Alright. What's all this water? Okay, there we go, from the source. So apparently there's obsidian down here. So there's not much down here to really take. But I'm going to head back up to where I came so things aren't too nuts or anything. What the fuck of a noise? Is that an axolotl dying? That's kind of a creepy noise. I don't approve of that noise. That's what it was. I don't know. I'm also hearing things. Because there have been times where I've heard certain things and then I get fucking jump scared by it or some dumb shit. To be honest. Okay, so it just leads me back here. That's where I came from. I'm not gonna worry about grabbing all the material, but you know, I'd like to have some stock left. To say the least. Okay, so it seems like this led me to the source of that annoying waterfall that I was just blocking off before. Proceeding through here. Let's get this dumb thing. There we go. Do I really need any of this? Okay, I'll take the iron, the golden apple, and the redstone for the most part. Because everything else is just junk that I don't really need in my inventory right now. I'll probably come back and get it if I have to at some point, but otherwise, I'm not wasting my time. The dumb stuff. Okay, there's a hole back here. Sheesh, this is a big cave system. It's endless. Jesus fucking Christ. I'll need to find my way out, though. Once I run out, before I run out of torches. So I can do an instant restock to a point. And then after this live stream, I'll be doing a Saints Row live stream. In which case, what time is it right now? 4? Okay. So I'll wait until, let's see, 5, and then at a few minutes past 5, a short amount of time past 5 anyway, which should be a couple of minutes or so. I will live stream Saints Row the 3rd, and then at 7 I have to live stream KOTOR. So yeah, there's lots of stuff I have to do today. But I will get through it. It's this dead end, although I'm feeling it would extend into the cave if I dug my way through. What the fuck? Get me out of here. Where did this stupid thing come from? How the fuck did I get how the fuck did I get down here? What the hell? I don't know how the fuck I got down there. That was kind of weird. Because I did not see any hole on my way down here. That's mysterious. That's a mystery I did not want to solve in the future. If I'm being honest. Okay. Well, that was something. Okay, how much material? Okay, so I've got a bit of gold and okay, way more or iron to grab. So I'm gonna grab whatever I can. If I need to find another cave system for what I need, I will do that. The only reason why I'm getting all this material is because I'm working on some minecart paths. Just working on some pathways for some minecarts. And then that'll be that. Still most likely gonna need more material though. Because I always end up flying to the material. So yeah. Although I don't really approve the axolotl dying sound effects. I don't really like that. Those sound effects, because that's kind of random. Unless that sound effect was over nothing, but then again, I don't see that axolotl down here. So yeah, it's actually dead. It's probably been more than 5 minutes. So yeah. And I don't just mean live stream wise. I mean for how long the axolotl has been out of water. Because there is a time limit for how long the axolotl can last outside of water areas. Or aquatic areas, I should say. There's a lot of work that has to be done before everything is set. What the hell? Wait, what the hell? Oh, okay. I didn't invite anyone. Well then again, I'm just here for a live stream. For sure, a live stream. What the fuck? I didn't invite anyone. Okay. Well, someone chose to join. I didn't invite them. I don't even talk to them. Okay. I knew they were playing Minecraft, but I didn't need anyone to join. Maybe I should deactivate the stupid multiplayer function for this world, so I can play on my own. This is one for our survival series. I've been playing on my own for most of it, but come on. I didn't talk to anyone about this. Well, this is awkward. Because I don't even think they can hear me. Maybe they just know. Oh, hello. How's it going? It's fine. However, the live stream is going to be somewhat short because I have another live stream planned out since I had to reschedule it, and then I have a live stream at 7. So, it's fine if you're here, but, you know, beyond that, oh, yeah, I would have figured that much. Although, normally you don't even pester me, so it's... Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. There's nothing to apologize for. Although it's kind of crazy that you just chose to pester me at a random time. Especially since I normally like to have things planned ahead of time. before I just have things set up. But then again, and I normally have someone else join without needing a heads up, so it's fine. I always plan things out ahead of time, though. That's the thing. So, perhaps next time you and I could plan a collab. Just that way we don't need to worry too much about it being random every time. But otherwise, it's just how it is. And I can tell that you're literally within the map area. I would like to mention that everything that I have built is actually outside of the map area, so you're gonna have to head way out there to find my house and all that. In game, obviously, not real life, because if it were to be real life, it'd be a different story. No, you don't need to leave. You're fine. But well, you don't necessarily need to leave, but you know, I won't be in game for too long because I'll be switching to Saints Row after this live stream. So I'll be live streaming 3 different times. However, the 3rd time I'll be using my phone to live stream because I'm playing an original Xbox game and all that. So, you know, 2 of them are PlayStation live streams, and then, you know, that's how that is. Yeah. If there ever is a next time when you want to join, just, you know, message me on PlayStation. My DMs are always open to that sort of thing, and all that stuff. Or if you just want to have a casual conversation and a basic one-on-one chat, you know. Well, I'm only exploring cave systems, so there's nothing interesting about that, honestly, but, you know, I'm just exploring the cave systems to get materials that I need for other things, that sort of stuff. So it's just basically your normal, everyday Minecraft live stream. However, I'm gonna check what time it is. Okay, so it's 4:09 right now, according to my end. So, you know, that's just what my PlayStation's saying for the time here. So I would say, oh, I live in Minnesota, so I'm in the US. So, you know, that's that. But at the latest, 4:50 would be the time this live stream would end. Then I would have to instantly switch to Saints Row the 3rd. So I'd have to switch physical copies of the video games, and then, you know, that sort of thing. I try and stay consistent with my live streaming, but, you know, sometimes things just get in the way and I can't even control that. And it's just how it is. Although I honestly don't know how long it's going to take me to get out of this cave system, considering how big it is. I just loaded in the world and was like, oh yeah, I got lost. Are you asking that question in general? Or what? Because I'd like you to have it more in depth, otherwise it's just gonna confuse me. So, that's how it is. Oh, in general, well, I've been playing Minecraft since either 2011 or 2012, so quite a long time. Since last decade, technically. But, you know. Yeah, so I've been playing since the original Java edition, honestly. Although, sadly, I cannot log into that Minecraft account I use on the PC because it's no longer able to be logged into. Oddly enough. So I honestly don't know if the account got hacked or what. But, I'll live. I have the console edition, so I don't need the PC version. Not that desperate to have multiple versions of Minecraft. So, It was quite a lot of fun back then, though. I'm not gonna lie on that one. So, it was quite fun playing back then. Although some of the players would treat me like shit. Well, aside from Minecraft, I play Terraria, Saints Row the Third, Saints Row 4. I just play a variety of video games, really. I've been playing a variety of video games. And since, stuff that's going on nowadays is just happening, and all that, I've been getting into loads of other video games as well, which case I would normally never get into them without a good reason to. So I basically just do a variety of video games. Even during my free time, I play video games. So I play video games quite a lot. So, in a way, you could say that I'm staying quarantined 24/7. Since I always stay indoors. I never go outside unless I really have to. So, there's just a variety of video games I would play. I also play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, which case it's an original Xbox game, but I have an Xbox 360 with the backwards compatibility feature, so I don't need an original Xbox to play original Xbox games there. I mainly play PlayStation games, though. I grew up playing the PlayStation. I've played on the PlayStation since the PlayStation 2, honestly. So, it was a lot of fun playing on that console. I kind of want to go back to that stuff and perhaps do some gameplays of some of those video games because I could use the nostalgia at this rate. It's quite a lot of fun. Just playing a variety of video games and just chilling in my bedroom. In which case, I'm literally in my bedroom right now, live streaming this, and I'm always in my bedroom, just doing my own thing. Sometimes I even watch anime whenever I feel like it. Although I have to watch anime with my brother because he has an Xbox One, and Crunchyroll doesn't really crash as much on the Xbox One compared to the PlayStation 4. I have never felt weird after playing a video game for a long period of time. Like at all, it's never happened. Sometimes I get weird dreams, but that's about it. That's just literally about it. So, I play video games every day, technically. So, I'm technically used to that sort of feeling. And even if I were to feel weird, I wouldn't really notice, since it wouldn't really affect me that much. Unless, of course, you're playing Minecraft and you're, or any video game really, and you're extremely tired, like let's say you just didn't get any sleep the previous night, then yeah, it'd be a problem because you'd have your eyes kind of fucked up from being in front of a screen for too long. But beyond that, it's not much of an issue. And that's just coming from my personal experience, so don't take that for granted for yourself, but, you know. Yeah, that's kind of a random question, but then again, it's always good to ask those types of questions. It's always a good idea. Because you never know, you could find the answer you're looking for and never even know it. And sometimes there are times where I literally hate my own existence for literally no reason. It's just something that happens. But then again, that's just in general, not when I'm playing video games or whatever. I have seen quite a bit of anime. I've seen in Sword Art Online, so you know that was actually the first anime I watched. Well, at least as a teenager, that was the first anime I watched. The actual first anime I watched was Dragon Ball Z Kai, in which case that would play on Saturday mornings. So I'd watch that. I used to watch that quite a lot. I've watched Citrus. I also started watching that time I got reincarnated as a slime, in which case I've already watched most of season 2 as it is, but you know, it's quite a good anime. And then I started watching Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. However, my PlayStation crashes after a certain point, so it's like, yeah, no, I can't watch much anime on my PlayStation. Crunchyroll is just a piece of shit for an app on PlayStation, so I wouldn't really recommend watching Crunchyroll on your PlayStation. It's just gonna crash after 1 or 2 episodes, sometimes even 3 if you reinstall. But I've seen Citrus as well, in which case, you know, that was a good anime as well. I've watched quite a bit. I started watching How Not to Summon a Demon Lord when it was on Crunchyroll, but as soon as the mistake got caught, Crunchyroll had to take that anime down, so I was quite disappointed there. You know, and I haven't really been watching much anime otherwise. I've just been watching anime with my brother. So, you know, I just have to wait until another episode comes out and then just chill with my brother in his bedroom and we just watch anime together. It's literally the best thing there is. So, you know, I can always just chill and watch anime whenever I feel like it. I'd watch anime on my phone, but then again, my phone likes to overheat itself at times. And even that can get annoying. I've never heard of that site. I've literally never heard of that website before. Well, that would depend on whether or not dub is there. If there is no dubbed version, I just watch the subbed version, and you know. But otherwise, I'd watch dubbed because I've watched SAO or Sword Art Online and the English version, so you know, I've watched the English version of Sword Art Online. Although it doesn't mean I don't like the Japanese stuff. It's just easier to understand things when everything is in English. I've never heard of that, so I won't even know what that is. If I'm being honest with you on that one, but you know, there's quite a lot of anime I do want to watch, but I just don't have the time. I've never heard of that anime, but you know, there's just loads of anime I want to watch, and sometimes there's just not enough time to do that sort of thing. I would like to watch the Danganronpa anime. Well, at least that's your opinion, but you know, there's worse anime, there's better anime. It just depends on your preference of Japanese anime. Oh yeah, I have Genshin Impact installed on my PlayStation. I play that quite a bit, honestly. Although, I mainly play on my own because I'm one of those people that likes to do solo playing. It's just easier that way, and plus it just leaves me with a lot less lag to deal with when it comes to the connection. So, you know, playing Genshin Impact on my own is just a lot easier to a point. Don't get me wrong, the co-op feature is always good to have in case you want to make new friends or some random thing like that, but I'm not really that desperate to the point where I'm going to use it. Unless, of course, I really have to or just feel like it, then maybe I would, but otherwise it's just something I don't really touch. I never really touched the co-op feature of Genshin Impact. I've just never touched it much. I was wanting to join my brother for Genshin Impact, but because I was wanting to help him with something, but then we realized that wouldn't work. I was trying to help him get a character, but we needed to do the Spiral Abyss for it. In which case, I ended up getting the character before him, and it's just that sort of thing where it's like, why can't the Spiral Abyss be a co-op thing? It'd be kind of nice. Because you never know when you're going to need that assistance with certain things, and I knew what I was doing for the Spiral Abyss. For getting Zhongling, I literally have like the shittiest party you could think of. The current party that I have, at least for the account that I play on, I have the main character, and then of course I have Fischl, Xiao, and Xinyan. And yet the main character is literally the highest leveled character. Because getting the essential materials is just pain in the ass to get, depending on the world rank and all that, and you know, it's just that hard to do stuff like that most of the time. So, I'm still within the single digits. So if I'm remembering properly, I am okay. Adventure rank. I'm within the adventure rank 40s, so either 41 or 42. World rank 4. So, yeah. My main character is within the level 70s, and then everyone else, like all the other characters I have, is either 40 or 50. At the most. So, I'm literally doing the dumbest thing. But then again, it's my own playstyle, so it's whatever. Whatever gets me through the game. I can do the craziest things and not even care. They're too much. But I've been playing since October 2020, so you know, at least if I'm remembering properly, I am. I've been playing since then, but you know, I've been playing for Genshin Impact for nearly a year now, honestly. It's been quite fun. It's quite addicting the first few days, but then it just got boring, and then because you know, it's just too grindy of a game. There's just too much level grinding in that. Don't get me wrong, I love the game, but you know, it's just not the type of RPG that I am used to. I had Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic addiction in my childhood, so I'm just a full-on video game addict at this point. Where it's like, it just doesn't matter what the video game is, I'll just fucking try it. Go from there. It's fun going all out. Not really. Honestly, I don't really have many other hobbies, because like I said, I don't really go outside unless I really have to. The closest thing to a other hobby would be doing math work, because I like math. So, you know, that's just one other thing I enjoy doing. I've enjoyed that for many years. However, I don't really do much math nowadays because I'm not worrying about mathematics that as much as I used to. Especially since I no longer have school and all that. So, you know, it's that sort of thing. The only time I would mainly do math, at least nowadays, is if I'm playing Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet. Because it's like, yeah, there's things that need to be appraised, but I need to know how much money I need to pull out of my orifice, and it's just crazy stuff. Honestly. It's quite a bit of fun. Doing it, math and video games at the same time, it's quite a lot of fun. Sometimes I'm even right with my calculations, but, you know, sometimes I have to correct that, and it's like, oh, pulled out more than what I needed to, but oh well. It's just that sort of thing. Although I've had quite a lot of fun writing about that stuff. Although I do enjoy doing YouTube videos and all that as well. Not entirely. Yeah, honestly, I only know I only know what I've been taught in school, honestly. The majority of the school years I've had involve math class, so I've had lots of math in my life. There was one point in high school where I would do math work in school, and I would have all the answers correct first try. Literally. It's just crazy as fuck. It's like, holy shit. I know what the fuck I'm doing. And yeah, I use a calculator. So, you know, I always want to be sure that I'm correct. And, you know, that one point in high school, I didn't even double check my answers. I was just right off the bat. And it's like, okay. Moving on. That's my life. For the day. That sort of thing. It's quite a lot of fun doing that. So, yeah. In a way, I do count as identify as a genius. But, in a way, I also sort of don't. In a way. Although, one thing I do want to try at some point would be making a tabletop role-playing game in Minecraft. Because I think that would be fun. But then again, that could most likely involve loads of redstone, and since I suck so much at redstone, I wouldn't be able to do much on my own there. Honestly, although I would still need to know what the TTRPG is about. Wow. Math is that much of an issue for you? That's kind of crazy, honestly. Although I have a real-life friend that would be the same as me back in high school as well, and that was quite a bit of fun. We'd just both be done before anyone else in class. It's like, well, okay. We're done here. It's almost as if our brains were calculators. True. It's not gonna be everyone's strong side, but it's not exactly my strong side either. It's just something I enjoy doing. I just do it for fun. Although, if you're having issues with math, you can always just let me know and I can help you if the case need be. But you know, that most likely depends whether or not you still need help with that nowadays or what, but I'd say study more. Oof. Well, I don't know what country would love math that much, but, you know, math is most definitely an important thing you need to learn, especially if you're working at, like, a bank or a cash register or something. You need to know that stuff. It's a true story. Yeah, that's most likely your best bet. Otherwise, you're just asking others that most likely won't know as much math as I do, and then it just be an embarrassment for you to do that sort of thing to a point. I'm not saying there's not people that are smarter than me, but you know, I know plenty of math to get through things. So, you know, I've enjoyed math since I was a little kid. So basically, I've been learning math since elementary. So, you know, it's quite the crazy thing, believe it or not. But, you know, although I mainly play video games, so that's basically my primary hobby most of the time. But then again, it's not surprising considering how much I am online playing video games. If I'm online on a console, that's either because I'm watching anime or playing a video game. It's just how it is. It's literally just how it is. What country would you choose, though, if you could choose a different country to live in? Just out of simple curiosity. Yeah. Honestly, it's crazy things. But, you know, I can't really help you with much of that stuff. I can't fix your life issues like that. Sadly, you can't just snap your fingers and just teleport yourself to another country or some shit. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth, which is very unfortunate. Someone needs to create a teleporter, so that way we can choose where we want to go, and not worry about airplanes needing to fly by locations and have it, you know, that random shit just happen. It's honestly the genius idea. But then again, there's only so much you can do about that. So anywhere outside of the US, is that what you're trying to say? Because honestly, that doesn't seem like a bad idea. Trust me, I technically enjoy choosing to live in Japan. Because, you know, there's anime there, and you can just, you know, have a good time. Plus, the crime rates in Japan are actually quite low. There's literally no crime happening in Japan. So it's a safe place. I'd feel safe there, honestly. I can't lie. It's just something good. I would definitely approve of living in Japan. Because why the fuck not? And plus, there's a good place in Japan, at least if I'm remembering properly, that has loads of video games. So yeah, Japan is technically anime and video game central. So Japan seems like a safe place to me, if I'm being honest. Don't get me wrong, the US is okay and all, but I'd rather live in Japan or some shit. You know? And plus, when you think about it, if you're in Japan, you can watch anime when it's actually going to come out, too. Although, but the real question is Japan as hard as Russia? That's a question you have to ask yourself before deciding much. But then again, you'd have to... Yeah... Well, it's not literally the world's fault that Japan is seriously filled with loads of people. Just has... What? What is it? What are you questioning? Wait, what? Wait, you didn't... You didn't write what? What? I'm confused. I am literally confused. What? Are you talking about the, response saying, yeah, it's peaceful and nice, but the school system is something else? Response? Is that the thing you didn't type? I'm confused. I am literally confused. With what you didn't... Huh? What? I am confused with what you're trying to question. You have found the way to... What? Which other one? There's literally 43 things said in the chat, so I wouldn't know which other one. I can't tell. Which thing you're talking about, though. Actually, let me use my phone so I can actually check. See, I honestly don't know which response... Oh, the one above it? Is that what you're talking about? Let me double check to see what that one said, so that way I know what I'm questioning here. Okay. Oh, the, yeah, but Japan is as hard as Korea one? Is that the response you're talking about? Because if that's the one, then I honestly don't know what to tell you. Oh, there. Well, then, if that's the case... Okay. That's concerning. I honestly... Well, actually... Okay. 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 I'll just wait for that person to come back. That was kind of weird. Well, then again... Huh. Okay, I'll... Okay, I'm gonna wait a moment. 4:40, so I only have 10 minutes left, so we should probably exit the cave system. Get things put away. Okay, then, I'm gonna have to take my way out, though. Huh. So, they didn't type that response yet. Huh. Okay. Didn't expect this sort of incident to, just be mentioned live on stream. I'm trying to process this. It's either there, it's a way for them to get out of things. I don't know. I'm not trying to be suspicious of my own moderator, but honestly, I've never had that sort of situation happen during a live stream. Okay. I would reckon that since you sent something that you actually didn't type, I would reckon that your account is most likely hacked. Honestly, yeah, that's my guess anyway, because there has been loads of hacking going on nowadays, and you know, that's that. So in a way, you could have been targeted if you didn't send a response that was sent through your account. But then again, you shouldn't be a victim of the hacking because you're not part of the community that's being targeted by hackers. You're not, as far as I know, you're not part of the gacha community. And by the gacha community, I mean like the Gacha Life, Gacha Club type gacha community, not the Genshin Impact type, obviously. But you know, I don't think I need to explain what I mean through that and stuff. But you're not part of that type of community. So as far as I'm concerned, you shouldn't have been targeted for a hacking attack. So I don't know what to really say about that. I'm guessing you've been hacked, but I can't really say for certain that's what happened. You know, I just know that the community that's meant for kids has been getting targeted and by hackers, at least from what I heard. However, there is something called Gachafall, in which case that's a different situation, but Genshin Impact is not part of that group of people. Well, that's getting hacked by anyone. So it's weird that you sent something that you didn't actually send. Well, it's basically just an average day, really. Just think of any average day, and that's just that. That for you. Sometimes there's craziness, but you know, there's not really much. Honestly. Basically, you know, what you would see in an everyday life sort of situation. To a point, so. You know, nothing too extreme. If I'm being honest. But seriously though, I don't see how you were able to send something that you actually didn't send. I don't get how the fuck that happened. Oh yeah, there's actually Glow Squid. Throwing around now, yay. First time seeing Glow Squid in Minecraft, that's something. But yeah. School life is just basically the school life I went through is basically what you'd normally expect. In elementary, though, I was technically one of those quiet kids, though. At least for a little while, and then when second grade came along, that changed quite a bit. And then, you know, from there. Are you talking about like after school things that would happen? Because if so, then I haven't been in any of that sort of stuff. But you know, I honestly haven't been through that sort of stuff personally, but I know some of my friends have been through that sort of stuff. So, you know, I just don't bother with after school stuff because it's like I want to just get straight home, play my video games, and just call it a day. That sort of thing. So I honestly don't bother with after school activities at all. And I never have done that. But since I'm done with school, I don't need to worry about that sort of stuff at all. So, you know, it's not something I'm really worried about. And plus, if I'm doing YouTube stuff, I don't really have the time to worry about that. I need the energy for my own things, to be honest. This is stuff I'd rather do on my own time and not worry about anything else. Well, it's a choice. At least for the school district that I went to. I'm not going to mention what it is because, you know, that'd just be stupid of me to do. But, you know, it's a choice to have after school activities. And all of the after school activity choices was sports stuff. But, you know, I haven't really dealt with that personally because I chose not to. So, you know, it's that sort of thing. And that's just how it has been. So, yeah, it's literally a choice. After school activities is literally a choice. It's optional. Full on optional. And that's just for the school district that I went to for school. So, you know, it's literally just a choice. Although 12th graders aren't able to make that choice and they don't need to worry about that sort of stuff, so, you know, it's that sort of deal. But yeah, it's technically a choice. Which is something which is quite random, but it's also quite nice because you don't want to be forced to do after school activities. It's not that marvelous being forced to do that sort of stuff. So, you know, it's just that sort of thing. And it's quite nice having that as a choice compared to anything else. So I can't really complain about the school district's choice on that part. But, you know, 12th graders are the only ones that don't need to worry about after-school activities. So it's basically that sort of deal. Let me check the time. 4:49. And right now. Yeah, if you choose not to have after-school activities, then, you know, that's that. And then, you know, from there it's just whatever. It's quite nice. You can just go home if you really want to, unless of course you choose to have after school activities, in which case, you know, that's different situation, but either way you'd still be able to go home one way or the other. Because, you know, you kind of have to. But yeah. Anyway, it's 4:50, but, you know, I suppose I can just wait until 6 o'clock, then just instantly live stream after I have dinner. It's fine. It's fine. I'll manage. My live stream's perfectly fine. Like I normally do. But yeah. That's just how things are. The school district that I went to. And, you know, it's actually quite nice. if you ask me. So, you know, that's literally the type of school district I went to and all that. So I can't really complain. Indeed it is. It's definitely nice. Compared to some school districts, it's basically just paradise. So, you know, that's how it is. But you know, every time I come home, I just unequip the stuff I would have with me during the school day, and then just play some video games. I would always do that because you know I always play video games one way or the other. There were times in elementary and even middle school where I'd just forget worrying about my homework and just play video games. I would literally do that. I was one of those types of people. that was always like, okay, I'm just gonna be lazy about my homework and just fucking do what the fuck I want. There have been multiple occasions where I got away with it though, so you know, it's quite nice. It's quite a nice childhood for me, and but you know, when it comes to high school, I did all my work in school, except for the time where there was the one school year where all the schools were basically quarantined, at least as far as I could tell, all the schools were quarantined. And, you know, I just had to worry about the binders of schoolwork for that one school year, and that was that. Yes, they still wanted me to go online for the distance learning shit, but I didn't have the knowledge of how to do that, let alone I don't know what the fuck to do with that shit. So I would just skip long distance learning during that one school year, where loads of the school districts were just long distance learning only. For that one point, so it was like during the first few months of 2020. So I just worried about the binders of schoolwork and just had that dealt with, and boom, just dealt with that. It's quite peaceful. I was still able to chill, do whatever I wanted. You know, I would have that type of enjoyment. It's quite nice. But nowadays, I don't need to worry about that stuff. So it's quite nice. Not worrying about it. Because I finished 12th grade. So, you know, I'm all done with school and I have the freedom to do whatever. So, you know, it's quite nice not having other adults that you barely even know looking over your shoulder. It's just quite nice to have. I always enjoy just being away from school. I just don't enjoy school at all. It was torture. Despite the school district I went to, a lot of it was torture. Like, for one of the teachers I had in high school, they would literally just act crazy just for attention, and you know, sometimes the students would just act tired, and it's like, no one really cares about what we're learning. We just want to get out of here. It was hilarious stuff. It was hilarious. This is hilarious. It's like, yeah, you can act crazy all you want, but it's not gonna wake anyone up. So, you know, the students would just ruin the vibe, and I would just sit there just being all calm, even though I'd still be tired. You know, just chilling. Waiting for stuff to continue on. My school life was crazy as fuck. Although, you know, you can't really blame me for not really giving a shit about what was going on. I was like, yeah, okay, you can act crazy, but it's not gonna do any good. It was hilarious. It's hilarious bullshit to sit there. It's like, yeah, okay, you can act all energetic, but everyone else is just not giving a shit. That's just literally how my teacher was. And it's like, why do you even care if we're tired or not? If we're tired, we're tired. We didn't get enough sleep. That's shit. Like, why should the teachers even care about how much sleep students got? It's not. It's not the students' fault if they had a sleepless night. Sometimes it could be the parents' fault for that sort of shit. You know? Like, can't teachers learn that? And it's not always the students' fault for that sort of shit. For a couple moments. School is just filled with crazy shenanigans. So, you know, it was just crazy stuff. I can just imagine being in that specific classroom and just not even caring. It's just hilarious. No one even noticed how much I really didn't care about the classes I was in, but I pretended to even give a shit. The only class I literally cared about, well, basically the only two classes I mainly cared about would be Woods class and math class, and that was it. I literally only gave a shit for those two classes, and no one even cared, or let alone noticed. It's just hilarious. But hey, I got through it. I had Woods class in high school at least once, so you know, it's not exactly easy going through that class, but it's quite nice. And plus the I honestly don't know how to respond to that one. But then again, that's the only reason why it would seem like I'm a relaxing type of person is because of the fact that I'm not dealing with online drama right now. So, you know, as long as I'm not dealing with online drama, I'll be totally fine. And that'll be that. Quite literally. What the fuck? Goes forward, and that one of the llamas shoved that llama off the cliff. Making the llama take fall damage. That was just hilarious. Yeah, I knew what you meant. You don't need to correct yourself. I know what you're trying to tell me. Yeah, honestly. I can literally tell a lot of people are trying to say, even if the grammar is bad for the most part. But sometimes if the question gets asked in a certain way, I just feel pressured to even answer because it's like, I don't even understand what the fuck this person is saying. And then I just sleep on it and then respond understanding what the fuck they're saying. It's like, okay. I've had a couple occasions of that. But, you know, I always just tend to enjoy myself as much as I can. You know, and obviously, even though my direct messages are always open and every social media and all that, no one even messages me. I just feel lonely as fuck. Because no one even talks to me. It's like, yeah, you talk to me when you want to, sort of thing, and yeah, they don't talk to me when they want to. What the fuck? Just kind of annoys me. Honestly, it's just something that annoys me. It's not something that can be helped, though, and I get that. But it's like, I would like to at least have an occasional conversation so that way I know how you're doing. Yeah. Well, at some point, I'm just gonna be back to being ignored again. I guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that much. But, you know, even when I'm minding my own business, I'm, like, you know, I'm just there just scrolling through certain things on either Instagram or Twitter or some shit. No one even messages me, and in the direct messages, and that's just that. It's like, what the fuck? Can you at least check up on me so that way we know how we're doing? We don't necessarily need to know lots of stuff about each other, but at least have occasional conversations. It's just that crazy of a situation. It's like, yeah, I get you want to live your life, but at least check up on others so that you don't know. At times, it's something that can really be annoying most of the time. And I don't think I need to explain how that feels. Honestly, I really don't think I have to explain how it feels to live through that, so. I'm sure you would understand the feeling yourself, though, because it happens quite a lot. But, it's like, yeah, you can care all you want, but if you are not messaging people, then what the fuck are you up to? Or are you just seriously that too busy on social media to the point where you don't even message others? Just drives me crazy not having anyone to talk to. Yet, I would message someone on Instagram on a day-to-day basis back during 2018. And it sort of happened for most of 2019, but it ended because, well, personal things. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to mention the entire story, and I would rather not go through every single part of it. It's just a long story to sit through. Okay, 503. But yeah, it's just how it is. And I've been feeling lonely ever since, and no one's even messaging me nowadays. It's like, yes, it's good to not be annoyed by random people, but it's also annoying to not have other people to talk to. It's just not a good feeling to have. It's like, yeah, life happens, but can't you take a few moments out of your day to chat with others that you don't know? It's just that sort of thing. Don't get me wrong, I like it when people are caring about themselves, but come on. It's just the most annoying thing that happens. I know I'm weird, but I'm not a rude person. And it's not like I'm a scary person either. It's like, yes, it's scary to talk to people that you don't know because of the entire stranger danger bullshit, but hey, you have to get past that barrier at some point. You can't just have many people be strangers and not care. It's just that simple. Like, yeah, sometimes I take my time trying to figure out how to respond to certain things, even though it's meant to be a simple response, but, if I word things wrong, or whatever, then, there's obviously going to be that small percentage of people that's going to complain about your response, because, that's just the internet for you. The internet complains about loads of details, even when they're small details. It just happens. And in a way, I can see how that would be a thing, but, we shouldn't have people that don't respond to messages like that, like what the fuck? But, the internet is a good place to be on, though. It's nice and all, but, it's filled with people that just want to complain about loads of shit. And Twitter is a good example of that sort of thing. Like, it literally is. Especially when people get canceled. It's like, yeah, people are allowed to have their opinions, but they're not supposed to say that out loud. Like, really? Twitter needs to fix themselves. Well, that would depend on what really, because I don't keep up with everything that's going on. outside of my own life, but you know, I would say that this generation is kind of fucked up. Yeah. Well, I've been around. I was born on May 4th, 2003, so, you know, it would be hard for me to really say without much experience, but, you know, people have literally changed, and, you know, considering the stuff that's happening now, I would definitely say that people, at least when it comes to online stuff, have been getting more and more annoying, or, you know, sometimes more and more boring, depending on what the situation is. And it's like, yeah, I get you're bored during 2020, but, you know, doesn't mean go attack others on the internet. It's been like, isn't cyberbullying something that's not supposed to happen? Like, back in elementary school, I remember being taught about cyberbullies and what to do with them, about them and all that shit, but I never really cared about that and stuff, and I haven't really dealt with that type of thing where it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a fucking problem that way. But you know, people have changed quite a lot since 2016. But you know, if you go from 2003 to 2020, or even 2021 for that matter, you know, things have been getting crazier and crazier. You know, the internet has been getting filled with assholes recently. It's just the truth. It hurts to say it, but it's the truth. You know? There's just not much I can really do about that. Kinda wish I could fix that problem. You know, where people are just... Because the internet is meant to be a peaceful place, not a place where people get canceled for literally an opinion or even a statement of their own. Like, can't people express themselves on the internet too? You know? It's just that sort of deal. It's like either you're gonna get canceled or you're not nowadays. And, you know, and luckily I haven't been canceled on the internet, so I'm quite safe. But then again, I follow the internet rules at all times. I always follow the rules of the internet. So, you know, it's not really much of an issue for me. But, you know, it's just... honestly, I haven't really thought about that. I would definitely say how Disney was. I definitely miss how Disney was back in the day. You know, back in the old days. When they weren't fucking up franchises and all that shit. Because I know they're doing it nowadays. I know that because, you know, I hear about it from my brother, and it's just really annoying how that is. I honestly miss how the movie industry was back then. You know, it was quite a good time because I would watch loads of movies back then, honestly. But you know, since the internet exists, you don't really need to worry about getting DVDs nowadays. You really don't. Like, yes, there's people that can't afford the internet, in which case it makes sense, but otherwise it's just something that's pointless to an extent. Unless, of course, you can't find what you're looking for on the internet, then you have to, you know, purchase it somewhere or some shit. But, you know, there's just loads of things that definitely be said about that. And then, you know, the video game industry used to be a lot better back then, too, because it wasn't as crazy. But nowadays, it's just crazy shenanigans. Because, you know, quarantine, COVID, that sort of shit. But when you look at it, when you look at 2020 and this year, you know, I need to look at the whole thing because otherwise it's cutting off. So let me open up YouTube again. That way I can actually see. Yeah. Well, nowadays it's just, you know, craziness. But, you know, back then it was a lot better. Like, people didn't really care. Like, you were just able to express yourself back in the old days and all that. But nowadays, people are like, you shouldn't be stating this, or you shouldn't be stating that, or whatever. Like, they're just forcing their opinions on people nowadays, which is kind of a dick move, if you ask me. It's just, you know, lots of things have changed since last decade, and, you know, I really think things could be improved in many ways. Like, you know, why not just have hacking banned all over the world and just say there? Or it doesn't need to be labeled as a crime anymore. Like, is it really that fucking hard to just ban it entirely? In a way, hacking can be used for good, but it's been mostly used for bad. You know, this is how it is. And when you think about it, it's just stupid. Nowadays, like, yes, you should be allowed to express yourself, but you shouldn't be an asshole and force your opinions on others. I don't really approve of that sort of thing. Like, well, it's fine, honestly. But, you know, the Star Wars sequels got fucked up because of Disney, and I'm not really happy about that. You know, Star Wars was good back in the old days, honestly. And I kind of wish things were like that nowadays. I just really wish things were like that nowadays. Like, yes, change can be a good thing, but due to what's going on nowadays, it's been mostly a bad thing. Which is what concerns me about this generation. It's just something I can't really approve of. You know? There's loads of things that could be changed, you know, like everything should just go back to normal in a way. Like nowadays people are just, you know, being dicks on the internet. It's like, really don't you have better things to do other than cyberbullying others for no reason? I know we're quarantined and all, but you know, it doesn't mean attack people on the internet out of boredom. It's literally out of boredom, I guarantee you that. You don't even need to know the people that are doing it. You just need to know that about what's going on, and it's like, okay, this is happening because of boredom. This is easy to tell. It does not take a genius to tell all that. And hopefully I don't get canceled for saying all that stuff, because, you know, I just don't really want to get canceled on the internet. I have too much fun here on the internet. It's too much fun. Yeah, well, even if that were to be a thing nowadays, I still wouldn't be going outside, because I have no reason to. I just have no reason to go outside. So, you know, don't get me wrong, going outdoors is healthy and all, but I would rather stay indoors. I'm just one of those people that like staying indoors. I have literally no reason to go outdoors nowadays. I just no longer do. Not as much as I used to anyway. And, you know, as much as having the freedom to go outside whenever you want and not even care about what's going on, you know, it's just something that can be really annoying in many ways. And even then, there's still laws you'd have to follow. In which case I can understand that, but, you know, people need their freedom. But when you go on the internet nowadays, you just see people bitching about this and that. It's like, it shouldn't even matter. Like at all. It literally should not matter what people think or even say. The only thing that should matter is that people are following the rules of the internet. Like, is it really that hard to do that? Because for me, I've always been a person that follows the rules at all times. So, you know, the only time I would break the rules is if I really have to worry about something or another, but you know, that's beside the point. I always follow the rules unless it's necessary to break the rules at a certain point in time. But you know, on the internet it's not really going to matter because you can easily just make another account. Yeah. Things were a lot easier back then, though. It's not like it used to be. It's not cool having that stuff changed to what it is now. It's not that great. It's not really that fantastic in the slightest. I don't approve of the way things are nowadays, honestly. Don't get me wrong, VTubers appearing and being a fucking trend is phenomenal, but it didn't have to happen because of quarantine being a thing. could have appeared at a greater time, if I'm being honest. I love the VTubers though, because they're fucking amazing. At the content that they make, they're just hilarious. But you know, some of the gacha community like to use trends on the internet into a not safe for work thing. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm stating my opinion right now. I always state my opinion, and I never get canceled. However, I'm not stating it on Twitter because Twitter is the most dangerous place to say that all that stuff. But, you know, getting canceled for saying an opinion is literally just the most retarded thing. Like, what the fuck? Like, if you're getting canceled for hacking or any bad action like that, then yeah, you have every right to be canceled. But if you're getting canceled for saying an opinion, then you know you're getting canceled for the dumbest shit ever. Because all you wanted to do was just state an honest opinion, and the next thing you know, you get canceled. It's not cool. But luckily for me, I've never had to deal with such things. Because, you know, I've been so fortunate with that thus far. But, you know, if I get canceled for stating my opinion here, or on this stuff, I'm just gonna fight back, because I'm not running away from a situation like that. I'm just not gonna run away like that. I'm not a fucking coward. Because some people, when they get canceled, they're like, yeah, whatever, we're out of here. But honestly, cancel culture deserves to be canceled. Let's just be real. Cancel culture doesn't need to be a thing. I'm going to just be real with you on that one, because that's actually the truth. Cancel culture should cancel itself, not other people that are not involved, or even people that have stated their opinions or whatever. What the fuck? Like, if you're just wanting to have a casual discussion about opinions, why would it matter that much, and why should you get canceled for it? Like, what the fuck? What in the literal fuck is wrong with people nowadays? I swear to God. People on the internet are just crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh hey, we allow freedom of speech. Twitter, oh hey, we're gonna cancel you for saying an opinion. What? What? It's just visible confusion in there. Like, if you care about people having the freedom of speech, let them state their fucking opinions, you stupids. you know? And I have every right to complain about this, because I'm one of those people that likes to state their opinions at times. You know, even if it's just a random conversation and no one else is really responding to me or whatever, I just want to state an opinion. It's just a simple opinion. Like, is it really that hard to accept an opinion? An honest opinion? Because it literally isn't. It just isn't that hard to accept that it's an opinion and move on. It's just not that hard. Trust me, I'd rather get canceled for an actual bad action over saying an opinion. It's just the truth. And I'm sure many people can agree with me on that fact. Especially nowadays. Because otherwise it's just a waste of fucking time. Like, if you're gonna state an opinion, you should just say it's an opinion and just avoid getting canceled and for safety precautions, but, you know, otherwise you shouldn't be getting canceled over a simple little opinion. Simple opinion. Is it really that hard to accept an opinion? It's just something that has to be accepted. If you don't like other people's opinions, ignore the post that states the opinion instead of canceling people. It's not that hard to ignore something for literally a good enough reason. Like, it's just something that needs to happen. Freedom of speech matters so much. Don't cancel others for saying an opinion, you know? I swear to God, but, you know, in all seriousness, I'm just going to fight back against my own cancellation if I have to. I don't care. If I have to fight back, I'm gonna do it with whatever it takes, and just fucking fight back. I don't care if people don't like my opinions. I'm just gonna fight back against cancel culture and just say there, cancel culture can go fuck itself for a long time and not even care. If I can survive that, then, you know, that's a good thing. Because it's always a good idea to avoid getting canceled for literally no reason. But, you know, it's just... If freedom of speech matters so much, just let people express themselves and state their honest opinions. Like, yes, the truth of an opinion hurts, but if people want to say their opinions, you just have to let them. It's not that fucking hard. You know? It's not gonna matter. It doesn't matter whether or not it's opinion according to Twitter, because Twitter's like, we don't care about opinions here. It's just not okay. It's almost as bad as having racism being a thing. It's almost as bad as that in a sense, depending on how you look at it. Like, if you're being canceled over your skin tone or whatever, or the fuck, then, you know, that's another super reason there. I have started a podcast, but I'm not the one editing that stuff. But being a therapist would be a different thing. Honestly. I honestly wouldn't really know why I'd want to be a therapist in the first place. And plus, helping people get through their own issues would just be a pain in the ass. Like, I can just do it on the internet. It's just that simple. And then, you know, once I get discovered by people that need the actual help, they can just watch my content and they'll be like, okay, they speak the truth here. It's just that simple. The internet exists for a reason, and it's literally the only therapy that people need, honestly, because when it comes to real people being therapists, they'll claim that they understand because, you know, they studied it, but the true learning experience is experiencing such things for yourself. That's just how it is. So in a way, the internet is your best bet for getting through your problems, if I'm being honest. Plus, dealing with real people is just a pain in the ass. At times, and, you know, that's how it is. But in many ways, having people be a therapist is a good thing because there are people that can't afford the internet. But, you know, if you have a neighbor that has the internet, then, you know, just bring up the stuff with them, you know, share your reason, you know, that sort of shit. and then just go from there. It's not that hard to do that. It's not that fucking hard to do that. Like, trust me, I can understand situations without needing to actually understand them at times, and you know, things won't necessarily matter too much, since, you know, that's how it is. But, you know, it's not that hard to be friends with your neighbors, unless, of course, they have anger issues. Then yeah, having a friend that has anger issues is gonna be a fucking problem. I've had one, and it was not really the greatest experience of my life. Like, the person that I had to deal with, which had anger issues, would just try and force their opinions on others. Yeah, I actually do. We'll send you the link to, the Discord server, but after that I'll have to delete the message just so that way I don't get other random people in there. So I'm gonna get... I have the link in the self-promotion section of my Discord server, so I'm gonna have to get that opened up and all that. Alright. I'm gonna open up YouTube and then I'm gonna send it in the chat. However, I hope people don't try typing it in and then try joining, because I'm not gonna be happy if people join in that way. Honestly, it's not gonna be a good thing. So let me just... There we go. It'll take a little bit to go through. Yep, went through. So that's the link. To my server. You'll find me on there. You'll be able to find me on there. You're just fine. Honestly, don't really talk to many people on Discord either. And plus, all the servers I'm in are dead. Alright. I'll give you some roles then, because otherwise you're not going to be able to see anything in there, except for some basic stuff. Oh, okay. I'm giving you some roles here. And there we are. You have roles, and I also sent you a friend request. So, there you go. But, you know, my direct messages are technically open for everyone, whether they're friends with me or not. So, you know, that's that. The only time I'm online late at night is when I'm trying to make sure I don't have anything to scroll through on the servers that I'm actually in. But, you know, otherwise I'm just on and off. Online and offline for most of the day. And I, you know, contact someone else, but, you know, they haven't been responding. Yeah. Take your time to do that. And luckily I don't need to worry too much about you getting banned or anything, since, you know, you have the role that actually explains the role. We'll set up. Okay. Yep, can see that you're in there. Then again, you could have easily opened up the link in a new tab. I'm actually just going to put the link in there. Just that way other people can join in if they want. And they can see the link. For it's a permanent link. So yep. Some of my online friends can be crazy at times, but their hearts are in the right place. That's something I can guarantee you. I just have loads of crazy people. Technically, a lot of my friends are crazy. The majority of the time. I'm gonna check the time. Okay, 5:32. So this live stream will end at 6. Then I'll have to have food. Yeah, the link I sent is for my Discord server. I actually own the server. So, you know, I wouldn't have sent you the link otherwise. It's literally be my server. I wouldn't send a friend's server because that'd just be weird of me to do that. But, you know, my online friends are just weird people most of the time. My Discord server is not really that active. I still have the old Discord server, but I'm not going to send a link to that one because that one's just crap. Just a total piece of shit to a point. Plus, I didn't really set up the way I have the remastered version of it nowadays. So, you know, it took me a while to set up the Discord server. It took me a while because it's like I have to make all these roles and then I have to make all these categories. It took me a long time to set up everything, but you know, I got everything to work. It's full-on server for people with roles only, so people can't really raid my Discord server for horrible reasons. Trust me, my online friends would definitely be somewhat crazier, but then again, and everyone is crazy. We've all lost our minds because of quarantine. That's just the truth, honestly. The truth of the internet for you is that everyone has lost their minds because of quarantine. It's just a fact. There's nothing you can really do about that. As long as things stay organized, everything should be fine, but you know. Since my server is technically meant for people with roles only, no one can really bombard the server with any raids or anything like that. So it's all good. I can see that you're chatting in my Discord server. It's not really that active. Honestly, I honestly want to have a Discord server that's active, but my luck is just not that great. And plus, the only reason why I do more Minecraft than anything else, at least when it comes to live streaming, is because my entire fan base, or my online community, whichever you want to call it, really, just wants Minecraft more than anything else. Might add more sections to my server though in the future, but I don't know what else to really add. as you can imagine, my Discord server is just extremely quiet because no one chats there. And plus, the people that are in there, it's like they don't really know each other. Or at all. It's just filled with people that don't know each other. It's like, yeah, I know them, but they don't know each other. It's just that sort of deal. But I've been doing YouTube since 2018, but I've had my YouTube channel for a longer time than that. So I've had lots of experience on YouTube, which is exactly why I'm so used to talking on stream to a certain point. I was originally gonna have this YouTube channel be a Star Wars channel, but then again, there's already loads of those. Well, you can promote it. However, I don't know whether or not that there are people I would, if there are people I don't know, then, it's fine. But, as long as they just follow the rules, everything will be fine. Honestly, promoting it is fine. I just don't want to get anyone that would spy on the server, or people that would raid it with alt accounts or some shit. So, as long as that stuff doesn't happen, everything will be fine. Because the last time I had a server link deactivated, at least for a server that was actually being used, and I actually owned it, people were sending in random ass accounts. So, I don't really want to go through that incident again, but promoting it is fine. It's not much of an issue for me, honestly. Because I self-promote it every now and again. Well, not as constantly, but I do it every now and again. Just so that way people have the reminder. I normally just send the link to it like once a month at least. That's what I used to do for the old server, but I would still have to worry about giving them rules to a certain point. Because, I'd be basing it off of the basic rules that I already have on there. But, if there is a section you'd like added to the Discord server, just let me know and I can always add it in if I have to. But, or if there's just something about the server that you'd like changed, you can always just let me or one of the admins know. Or even the co-owner, because I actually have co-owner in there. So, there's just many things I honestly wouldn't mind having added in, but it's just hard to really say what can and can't be added in. I just gave my Discord server a random name and went from there. Took me a while to get everything organized. It literally took me a long time. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna make this server, and then it's like, okay, time to organize this stuff. So it's literally how it is. There aren't really many servers that I'm in that are literally active, though. It's just, quite the disappointment. To a certain extent, but, it's not entirely a bad thing. But yeah, technically promoting it is fine. Although, It just depends on whether or not they feel like joining. It's their decision. You can't really force people to join in a server that they've never even heard of, let alone try and know who the person is, who the owner actually is. You know, try and get to know people. That's our deal. But, you know, I'm not against promoting a server. I'm not against that. Like, at all. So, you know. Some of my online friends might drive them crazy, though. You know, depending on who you're trying to invite. To an extent. But that's just how things are. It's just how it is. And in many ways, it's just crazy having loads of servers. I'm literally in like a load of servers that are actually dead. So if there's an actual active one that I could join myself that I don't own, then, you know, that'd be kind of nice too, honestly. But in many ways, it's just crazy shit on the internet. And of course, you know, things are the way things are. I do have a Discord server that's meant for my podcast, though. In which case, there's meant to be a podcast tomorrow. So, yeah. That's just that. Okay, so I do have a summer schedule video on my channel, so I'll send you the link to that. The majority of the videos on my channel are black screen videos, because, you know, sometimes I just have to leave quick updates on what's what. No, the podcast will be uploaded to YouTube. However, I'd be doing it through Discord, and I'd have someone do the editing, if there is any editing that needs to be done before anything else, because, you know, I cringe at my own voice when I watch my own content, so, you know, it's that sort of thing. So, you know, stuff will be uploaded to YouTube, though. I have, well, it's going to be on a different server. This should be the right link. Okay, yeah, it is. Good. But yeah, that has my summer schedule in there. Honestly, I haven't been as consistent as I would have liked, but, you know, like I said, life just gets in the way. But, you know, everything is fine. You know, and, you know, I do have two other people that actually he can upload on my channel as well, so, you know. It's not that bad having that sort of thing happen. But, you know, that's just that. You know, that's literally just my schedule. You know, if you want to copy and paste on the Google Doc, you know, into like a Google document or any sort of document you can, but yeah. Okay, what time is that? 5:47. Alright. It's getting close to the time of the end. Good, good. That's actually a good thing to a point. What? Oh yeah. To answer your question, I actually have... It'd be on like one of those stage channels, you know, that new stage feature in Discord. We'd be using that. Yeah. Same with you. Although, if you really wanted to, you could have been here, been in the game a little while longer if you wanted to. But, you know, if you have any questions, just, you know, message me either on PlayStation or on Discord or wherever. In the About section of my channel, though, I have links to other social medias, so if you have other social medias that you would like to follow me on, I do have others. So, you know. My real name is Reese. But then again, it's actually already in my username, so, you know, at least for my YouTube username or channel name. So, you know, that's literally that. So you could have easily noticed that. Thanks. Honestly, I never am complimented like that. At least not for a while. But yeah. You're always more than welcome to message me, whether it's on PlayStation or Discord. My direct messages are always open. I'm not one of those people that closes the direct messages unless it's really necessary, so, you know. I'll respond whenever I can, but, you know. It's just how it is. If I don't respond, then I'm most likely focusing on something else. Or I'm watching anime or something. Because I always tend to be quite busy at times, but you know, there are times where I'm not. You know, you'll know based off of my online activity. Beyond that, there's really not much else I can really say there. You know. And honestly, it's just, I always tend to have some random moments happen on the internet. But, you know, if you ever would like to talk to me, but, after this live stream, I'll have to worry about having some dinner, so, you know, I'd have to eat, and then after that, I'll be live streaming Saints Row the Third on my PlayStation for a little bit. And then after that, in which case, and like I said, I'd be doing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic at 7 o'clock US Central Time tonight, so, you know, I have to worry about 3 live streams, and then, you know, there's nothing much else after that. Just whatever else I feel like doing from there. So yeah, I have to worry about 2 other streams. And I can have loads of free time until tomorrow afternoon, where I have to worry about the podcast. However, the first episode of the podcast isn't even completed yet, so I won't be uploading the... Yeah, they'll be on YouTube once they're edited, but, you know, and that depends on that there is meant to be editing. However, the first few podcasts are not edited, let alone fully completely edited, or whatever. You know, they're just not completely edited yet. I have someone else editing them, and, you know, I have to wait on them because they're busy, and then, you know, it's just that I'll have to wait a while. But, you know, the podcast will still be on YouTube once things are set and ready to go. So, you know, it's just that sort of thing. But, you know, it shouldn't be too much of an issue, though. Especially since everything is going a-okay thus far, and then I'm gonna double check my schedule so I know it's gonna happen on Friday, because sometimes I forget my own schedule. Believe it or not, sometimes I forget what's happening, and it's like I have to double check this. It's a good thing I set up a schedule, though, because otherwise it'd just be unorganized shenanigans happening at random times. Okay, so Thursday would be a basic Minecraft gameplay series. And then Friday is the exact same thing, technically. Like I said, I have a video that has the summer schedule, at least for my uploading schedule here. Honestly, I might deactivate the vacation mode on my Twitch account and live stream on Twitch occasionally, but then again, I'd have to multitask between 2 schedules, and then I'd have less time for sleep. And boy, oh boy, I'd be torturing myself. But then again, it could be good fun. I live stream Genshin Impact on Twitch. I've only done that like twice, though. In which case, I do plan on changing that. I should probably get back to that, though, because it's quite fun doing loads of live streams for literally no reason. I just live stream because I have so much time on my hands. I don't have anything better to do. You know. But beyond the live streaming thing, I just don't have lots of free time. So, you know, it's how things are. And it's honestly not that bad. It's hard managing a schedule, but it's manageable. I'd probably have to have less days on Twitch for live streaming compared to here on YouTube, so I can actually get some sleep. I have to limit myself to the 3 days that I set myself up for. I'd have to double check my Twitch schedule though, so I know what that is, but because I forgot what it was. I haven't really, and I'm not really active on Twitch. I just I just randomly live stream on Twitch, and I do have time set up for that because I have an actual schedule set up for that stuff. But you know, I have to deactivate the vacation mode, so like people are like, "Wait, what? Live streaming it? You have vacation mode turned on? What the fuck?" Like I used to have like 1 follower on Twitch, but now I have 0 because of how inactive I am on there. I honestly want to be active on Twitch a little more, though, because it just seems like a lot of fun to live stream there. Plus, it's a lot more peaceful on Twitch. Yes, the rules are somewhat more strict on Twitch compared to YouTube to a certain extent, but it's not that bad. Honestly, it's literally not that bad. But then again, I don't know who'd be watching my Twitch live streams, because honestly, like I said, I haven't really done much on Twitch. Except for the 2 live streams, and that was it. I clipped those 2 Twitch live streams, though, so I have a channel where those will be posted. So, you know, that's just that. Although it's not even used. But yeah, the podcast will be on YouTube. And all that. But, you know, from there's not much else. You know. Oh. Yeah. Yep, see ya. Evan. You know, you're more than welcome to join me tomorrow if you'd like, but, you know, I'll have to get the world set up first if I'm using a specific world. Yeah. I've been keeping track of that. Besides, I have my phone right next to me, so I can easily just check that. I can easily just check everything I need. Yeah, I'm not feeling pressured. I'm fine. But you know, although tomorrow won't be a live stream. Anyway, it'll just be a basic video, which in case I have the settings set for the length at the maximum, so you know the video would have to be at least up to an hour or even close to that, because sometimes it stops early on its own without me pressing the button. But you know, that's that, and then so you know the next 2 days will be that. Well, at least after tomorrow, you know, that sort of thing. But I don't think I need to explain what I mean. If you need to double check my schedule, I have a video that has it. So, you know, you can easily check all that information whenever you feel the need to. As long as you remember those times, then, you know, everything will be fine. Anyway, goodbye for now.